Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Jace, for me at least, what we've seen recently.
A lot more scaling coming in for the side of Team Vitality, whereas you have a lot of aggression that you can pull out from Team BDS in the top side at the very least. You have strong skirmishing. Wouldn't want to be in right now.
It's so tough too, because if you look at the bottom side of the map, it just means that Karzi gets that much more time to pick up souls. That's a VTO. Photon's not in the immediate area, and he doesn't have ultimate. If BDS collapse faster, they can quick this off a quick pick, and they will. That's one. They're looking for a second. Vitality split for a moment. BDS collapse beautifully.
So he can't get in there.
Yeah, so as dire as top lane is, BDS still exerting a lot of pressure across the map. Getting a dragon, getting 2 out of 3 of the Void grubs.
Coming down in the top side there, trying to ping for something to play off of the chunk. Now, I mean, you just watch top side on this map.
Yeah, but now it's Ice in trouble. This is the problem, is that pressure point. BDS don't have enough resources to cover the bottom side, and Ice just gets taken out. Think about it, farming now. At least one of those.
Yeah, I really like this decision, because you have multiple grubs for BDS. You were losing on both sides of the map, and you transitioned to kind of a 50-50, but a fight's coming out now.
Arm connecting onto the center. Nuke now dashing out to safety. Douglas has he overcommitted here. Photon on the chase. The power point for Vitality. Just continuing to rain down fire. Sheo running. Photon taking a sweet time. Adam really not a threat. Yes, was able to get some gold back, but they can't afford to lose anything else from BDS. Play starts well, but I think they just overstay their welcome. Lebrov does make it out to safety, just barely. Problem that for now is an Adam problem, but very quickly is going to be an everybody problem.
This dragon feels like they're getting a bit away with murder. If you take a look at the item advantage, it's like completed items to components across the board here.
Have a good reset. Karzi on the chase, and you can see why Senna has been a bit of a priority. Sheo not going to throw the ult out. Karzi able to backstep just in time. They're willing to concede bottom.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart, right? You have 6 grubs, so you're always going to trade towers or cross-map very well with those 6 grubs if you give up anything on the side. Douglas.
The poke now coming in. Sheo caught out. Ulti going in onto Ice. No immediate follow-up damage. Sheo forced to use his own ult. Douglas coming in as you highlighted. Now the Maokai ulti to zone away. Adam can tank if he needs to and then go CC immune. Holding onto that ult as long as possible, but he holds it a little bit too long. Gets pulled back, has to flash out. Equalizer! Photon! Oh, from death, just clean! The chase! He is not messing around! We thought the Jace was a hit, but it's the Rumble they should have been scared of. Nuke now on the follow-up, though. The Malignant, the Ahri, is it going to be enough? Dashing over the wall, one more stack left, trying to dash back out to safety, but you are not strong enough to go toe-to-toe. Vitality are obliterating BDS.
What is happening? Is this a new Vitality we have here? There's so...
3K gold lead, which is significant, don't get me wrong, but Vitality are playing with so much confidence. VTO just setting up in the darkness, hoping to catch BDS on the punch. Olaf is Olaf. You know, if you get in the melee range of a carry, you still get to do Olaf things, but it's going to be a little bit tough. Lebrov now rooted up. Again, Vitality playing a little bit slow. Ulti now going to come out. Keep your eyes on Photon's equalizer. Where is it going to go? Flash in. Hook from Hillisang. The immediate follow-up. The combo is clean. There is no room for Nuke to do anything. He's got no ulti. He's got no life. And now Vitality, how deep do they want to go trying to hook it onto Adam? Nice sidestep from Adam. Now unstoppable. Will hold on to his own life. But Vitality are clean with it. The Dragon's theirs.
It's just like, what avenue does Ice have to potentially have uptime to be able to hit in this fight? And the reality is there isn't.
Touches you, you die.
I think they need to put Nuke on side, trying to find some kind of avenue to cross-map and just give up the next dragon. It's rough because it's going to be 3rd dragon, but they need Ice.
It was with Smolder, so, you know, partial credit, let's say. Now see if they can clean it up here. Pick out onto Douglas. Adam should just be able to comfortable to keep this one going. Hillisang on the way in, now trying to brood up. Karzi really wants that shutdown. Follow-up coming in from Ice. Vitality have overstayed. Karzi going to get taken down. What's the conversion play here? That was catastrophic. VTO in trouble now too. The charm is clean from Nuke. They might have just given away the Photon equalizer. Look at him burn! Fire from the sky! But BDS are holding down Photon. He can't turn fast enough to kill everybody! But he might make it work anyway! I have not seen a Rumble 1v9 like this in the LEC in at least 5 years, but here Photon is making it work!
It's the strongest Rumble I've ever seen, Dragos! From a Rumble or a Maokai anymore.
And the thing is you're not always going to have that good of a setup, right? They were kind of wrapped up for Photon there nicely. VTO now trying to turn this one back. Maokai coming in again. Rinse and repeat, but this time BDS have a bit more room to maneuver. Ice is untouched on the backside. The knock up on 3 though. Coming in from the Nautilus is crucial. BDS going to back away, but so far a 1-for-1. Jungler for mid laner. Vitality knowing there's no smite can feel comfortable to start this, but
that gets used. Ice can dash forward. That's really his angle.
5K, hitting lower. Hillisang finding the hook, but there's no fault. The knockup is key from the Baron, but you just have to do something. Lebrov getting chunked out here, likely to just burn. Healing from the Gleaming Quill. Baron will go down. Vitality, good approach. Lebrov likely to lose his life. Can get tricky with it.
Yeah.
We'll see if he can make the escape.
Too scared of the turn. If he dashes forward, presses R, gets bonus damage, it doesn't matter because Maokai will flash W you.
And you can get the execute here, but if you're gonna die anyway,
and go defend top tier 2 preemptively, knowing that they're opting and committing to the cross map. He has TP, so if he went to recall and defended top tier 2, he would have been able to TP in. Doesn't look like he's going to. He'd rather be there for the threat on the tower. It's very simple. If you're Vitality, you just play for top side. You can Maokai as you hit top side tower, tier 2 towers. No dragon, and
the gold injection is highlighted quite substantially for mid push. Blue trinket used. 2 minutes 30 seconds on the Baron though. There's not really a lot for BDS to go for here. Oh, into the wall. LeBron now running for his life. The root still. Oh, the root gonna miss. LeBron, the quickness.
Yeah, but there's fights everywhere.
Equalizer now going down. Nuke trying to dash to safety. Carzzy chasing through. Keep in mind, Carzzy 126 stacks. That's a lot of extra range. And LeBron, he's fast, but I don't think he's fast enough. Oh! Gets him. Force the fight.
Yeah. Forcing the fight, forcing them to come into them, and then tank shot blast is a really interesting, creative way of making them secure poke. But now they just move into bot.
Still the ward, though, that you highlighted previously. The engage now onto Sheo. That's big. They caught him. Looking to find the flank, but he will get punished for doing so. One member down already.
Mountain Soul coming in for Vitality. For Vitality. And there's no cross map available for BDS. They can't exactly push in top tier 2 in time. Vitality could just recall, and now with that Soul, they could probably force up any fight top side and secure Baron as well.
And really punishing BDS left and right across this entire mid game.
I think that's the nature of Vitality. They don't just like to see.
But this is the downside: is once the Maokai gets out of those early stages, he never has to face check, and that limits so many of these potential plays.
Still, a lot of single target burst for BDS if they manage to land a charm into some kind of Sejuani ult situation.
Okay, we have the long flank. Hook already connecting to kick things off, though. The flank might be a little bit too little. Ice, though, just barely able to walk away for now. The cleanse coming out. Flash forced out as well. Hillsang just landing another hook. He's got so much CDR. BDS getting pushed in. Labrov still on the flank, but Nuke is already dead.
I think they just win the game. They just use the Rift of the Grubs.
They have Senna. She has so many. She almost has 160 stacks. Labrov is committed to the flank, but there's no follow-up. There's no damage. Photon's just going to walk into a 1v3 and kill everybody. He doesn't even need the rest of his team. Vitality. The early game was all about top side. The mid game all about their control. They punished BDS left and right.
It's just off the back of Photon, isn't it? Popping off in every single fight in the mid game after an insane laning phase.
You know who your key player of the game is. Yeah. I'm not even going to say it. 2-0 for Vitality. You vote for anyone else and you're trolling. An impressive game for how they can kind of maneuver him around the map.
Yeah, typically when you play Ziggs in terms of a Ziggs composition, you'd expect with the Sejuani Red X, I'm going to go over the side of Rogue.
Team Heretics, though, not willing to let this one go quietly. Lili's on the way. Marcoon retreating. Level 6 for Finn, though. Gyro has bot. Larson has bot as well. Both TPs now used. Trimby's going to be in trouble here. They know that he has no flash. Does easy kill pickup. First blood to the side of Rogue.
Yeah. So Rogue a little
in a lot of these matchups, but losing the objectives as well. Trimby now walking back. Luckily 3 members there. Zoelise a little bit too isolated. Ziggs can start to come up, but it doesn't matter. And again, we see this. Overconfidence coming in from Zoelise. Thought he was safe there, not respecting the potential for Team Heretics to just burst.
We have 3 lanes of potential for getting plates, and only 1 plate has been taken, right? Topside, usually what you expect is consistent demolish procs every other wave. Comp
has no business stepping up, but didn't recognize that Trimby was there. Thought he was in the 1v1. Flash out to safety. Flacket on the flash in. Will finish the job. Quick kill. Easy kill. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Started this one earlier, a bit prematurely, and that was Zoelise's first and only death of the game thus far. But now Jankos is wandering in, maybe hoping that it's gift wrap for him. Can't quite get the smite off.
Just a regular target, like in the midst of everyone else. They absolutely burst in a single rotation.
Then pull back there onto Finn. Unstoppable now. Finn gonna be in trouble. Instantly gonna try to ult, but Wonder just doing so much damage. Finn now just running the dash forward. Wonder getting the solo kill. 1v1 manages to find it. Now Spyro running for his life. Jankos waiting over the wall. Trimby now trying to follow up, but where's the rest of the damage? The immediate combo you talked about it, the single target damage. The threaded volley to finish. How much more can Team Heretics get? That's massive.
Yep. Not going to find the remount either to chase down Marcoon, but going to convert it over to the Grubs. Isolated 1v1 from Wonder onto
this.
I'm sorry, no flash.
Spyro, keen. it is safe to say, but knows that he has Jankos behind him. Zyro, is he willing to flash over the wall here? Rogue now trying to follow up. Larson getting a couple autos down. Good damage coming in from the Ziggs from long range, but now it's Flacket on the backside to punish. Rogue over eager, but Larson can start to get the resets. Jankos are trying to come in. Wonder trying to buy a bit more space. Comp now going to be in trouble with the Ziggs. Isolated and alone. Flacket just continuing to auto, stacking up a little bit more. Wonder looking for the Q3. Pull back onto Finn is there. Team Heretics taking the fight.
And just watch Flacket that entire fight once we get the replay, because the second all the spells come out, Zwairu inviting the fight there, knowing that he'd win with that TP coming through,
Flash
and the Zeri.
Larson
extends a little bit.
playing on the edge there. Wonder, has he overstayed? Q3 goes in the wrong direction. Wonder now has to back up. They're committing. They just keep going for more. Trippy's on the way in. Discipline. Shadow, Flackage should just be able to push that wave in. Jankos walking away though and will be spotted on a ward, so now Finn can step up. Hook in. Hex flash over the wall. Good start to kick things off. Wonder in trouble, but it's still a Cassante. He's living for so damn long. Dash back, getting out to safety. Manages to escape the minefield for a brief moment, but still goes down. A 1-for-1 trade. Support for top laner.
Yeah, getting engaged on when Jankos had started with the Rift Arrow, so a bit of a disconnect and damage.
Marcoon a little bit low here. Zyro, they're waiting for a little bit more information. Team Heretics, as soon as the Dragon Call comes down, they're ahead. 2K gold lead. Yes, Larson is pushing, but Team Heretics have already got the tower. They're all going to reset. They're going to be first back on the map. The only really good news for the side of Rogue, other than going even on the tower trade, is that there's no major objective for them to take with that reset advantage.
Absolutely. And items coming out.
One way to get it done. Trimby taking a little bit of damage, but Team Heretics full collapse onto mid lane to ensure that they get that charge, and now he wanted to see the... Did he flash to ult?
He just burned Flash.
Did he flash to get an ult range?
That can't be worth it. When Dragon's 2 minutes 10 away.
He might have... Did he flash in the previous exchange? I'm not sure. Zoelise, bit of a stun here. Jankos is a big boy. Zyro on the way in, wall down there, but Larson untouched for now. Does do a decent amount of damage. Double TP's here. Wonder coming in, but Wonder's now going to get collapsed on. Hook is there. Unstoppable though. Pull back into the wall. Wonder now trying to use him to escape, but doesn't quite have the timing on the ult. Matter.
Lots of constant TP flanks with those deep vision on both sides.
Dash back is clean from Flacket. So Elise over eager. Beautiful ult from Trimby, and the immediate follow-up from Team Heretics. Their skirmishing, their fighting is so damn clean today, and Rogue are just running for the hills.
Yeah, what can they take off this as well? They're still chasing.
Just ignoring the tower. They're going to let the minions finish it. They want more.
Wonder still had Ghost for a bit, so I see what the angle was. But don't think they're going to be able to find uptime on this. Maybe just reset some
damage is all right, but clearly not menacing enough because it's just full armor on the Team Heretics top side between Jankos and Wanderer. And excellent Weaver's wall. Marcoon going to use the ultimate, but frankly the play is kind of already fizzled. Yes. Coming over the wall. Immediate response from Marcoon, but again, the counterplay here from Rogue is essentially non-existent. They don't have the damage. There's no one in the area to follow up on Marcoon's ultimate. It just delays the ult, and there's the follow-up from Trimby. Ulti on the backside from Ziggs, not doing much of anything. Jankos might just get taken down, though. Big shutdown over to the side of Comp. Now it's Team Heretics who are a bit overeager. They don't even get a kill. They don't even break the tower. They just lose Jankos in the process. Yeah. Have to go for it for now. They're just forced to walk away. Team Heretics keen to get a pick here as Rogue have overstaggered on silent. Larson just needs to run, but Trimby eyes on the Tristana. The knockback is there again. That's the follow-up. You called it out. There it is. There's no flash. The rocket jump is not enough. Team Heretics recognize the advantage and punish Rogue for overstepping on top side.
Extending on side, and Finn has no TP either, so there's not going to be able to be any kind of flank. He's running up now as fast as he can to potentially play the Baron, but crucially, you know, you've got the MR shred. Now, the turn.
Fight coming out as well. Jankos just goes right over the wall. Flacket again, uncontested. He's barely even a part of this fight. AD carry now finally going to come in. Clack is going to clean up, but Team Heretics doing work here. Trimby. Burn onto Trimby. Should finish the job. Comp at least going to get one back. But it was just easy side of Team Heretics. And Jankos again wandering into the pit. Should get punished here. Is forced to flash out to safety. Ultra Shock Laser will not steal it away.
Any TP, so I didn't have a TP rather, so he couldn't be there on the play, and they just lose out on the Dragon. But it doesn't matter, right? You have so much standing gold in tier 2s in the mid and bot lane. You just play mid bot and potential siege. Now that Baron buff is going to make it easier to not be wave cleared on by the Ziggs. So Zwairu is going to hit that mid turret.
He's free to do so. Team Heretics, even in a beat, the Tristana passive giving more and more, so a bit harder for Flacket to walk up and auto attack for free, but that should just be the tower taken out now. Team Heretics feel like they have enough of an advantage to just bully through on that wave, and Jankos immediately shifting priority up to the top side. Trimby very low. There's an avenue of an attack here, but Flacket again, the big threat, and no one can get on top of him. So yet another tower going to fall.
I mean, 3 items to Ziggs and 3 items to Tristana. This is the closest they're going to be in terms of item thresholds, right? 3 to 3.5 is doable if they manage to find the engagement. That chunk on the Trimby might just get worse and worse. Rogue have to pull the trigger. They're on a timer here. if they don't pull the trigger, they're just going to be completely flooded with super minions. So there he is. There it is.
Making it out to safety. Zoelise is dead. Ulti now coming in. Opportunity for them to kick the fight off. Wonder getting the pull back, and Blackett goes over the wall. It's easy pickings. He's just going to clean up, throwing lightning through the entire Rogue front line. Last inhibitor tower. Last inhibitor going to fall. Flash forced out for Comp. It is Comp and Larson versus the world. 2 Yordles just trying to get it done. But there's no avenue here. They're not even going to walk up. It's over.
I don't think they can even clear the minions at this point. It's should be getting chunked a little bit, but I think that's game.
Team Heretics bleeding Rogue out of the game, not giving them those avenues of attack. Taking them
got nerfed.
To his, nerfs to his E, was it?
Yeah, his E got nerfed. Well, the stacking on his E got nerfed because they basically wanted to say, hey, look, you actually have to play aggressive on the champion rather than...
to take the long way around and just force Carmine Core away. Target's a little bit too far forward here. Does have to stand beside me, but has to burn the flash. Upset had already gone back down towards the bottom lane to try and farm up, and the fight may continue as Cabochard is backing and will have a teleport to join the fight. Oscar Winning has none. Razork jumping away. There's a shockwave on 2 as Bo falls low. Targamas with the Unbreakable. TP used by Cabochard, not back up into the top lane, and because of that jump, able to get Burst Blood. Bo falls low. Noah takes him, and now Seiken has to get the hell out of there because he's outnumbered and outmanned. Fnatic get 2 kills in the fight.
Fnatic were just set up better. They did an easy front to back.
They're in the fog of war. Fnatic have all of this extra information to look to make plays. Hex Splash over here by Jun. Razork on the way as well. Bo still clearing out that blue buff, but already Targamas is caught out down to 200 HP, and he's just gonna fall. Jun, bloodthirsty support this game, 2-0 already on the Nautilus.
And as you say, like on a vision, didn't realize this. There's absolutely no one here on Carmine Corp to try and contest that. I think at this stage, if I'm Bo, I'm like, look, Dragon's going to go over. Maybe they even look for potential play on Boston.
Looks like Razork's doing the same. It is just such a powerful item. The ability to haste armor and health giving you a lot. And now we see it coming to the fore as Bo kills off Oscar Winning in the top lane. It seems like Carmine Corp agree with your strategy here, Rob.
Yeah, and then they're going to try and kill Humanoid as well.
Humanoid able to flash away just in time. Glacial Fisher just a little bit too late there. Humanoid though still being chased. Concussive blows. One more auto. Humanoid falls low. He's not quite gonna die to the ignite, but he falls instead to the singularity. Jun on the chase. The Riptide not enough to kill off Seiken and Carmine Core.
Take that off the wave that was there.
Should be 6 Grubs though for Carmine Core. So if they do get some time with the towers, they can shred through them. Grubs a little bit fake as an objective at times, unless you can get a lot of them. The skies descend as the Killer Instinct goes in from nowhere, but the Singularity locks him up for the moment. Seiken locked up as well with the Magnet Storm, and even though Targamas is here, they can't protect their mid lane, and Noah flashes away, but in goes Cabo, the Ruthless Predator, looking for the stun. Oscar Winning joins as well with a TP of his own and his 2 kills over to Fnatic. He will, but a dive could materialize after Bo has finished this Rift Herald.
But Cabochard isn't going to be as lucky on the opposite side, so thank you for pointing.
Exactly. Death Charge comes in, Cabochard looks for the stun, but he's dead. Why are you here with this tower? The tower's gone, and now you're giving him 300 gold and a turret to boot, and it opens. It is a Hex Soul, one of the more powerful souls at the moment, and they're going to look to dive Oscar Winning. Concussive blows will go down on him in just a second. There's the first stun, Permafrost for the follow-up. Glacial Fisher going down, and there's a good kill from Carmine Core. Oscar Winning thought he was safe because Razork was in the area, but again, he's got 2 people up top lane should he be defending this tower.
And that's also the downside of this matchup, is that you don't get to go for the Merc threads because you either lose the matchup against the Renekton in the top lane, or you lose it as soon as you leave lane. And as you can see, with all the Permafrost, with all the stacks that are coming through from Targamas, the CC chain is just too long. Maybe if he got another Q and got the heal off of it, with the Q3, he could have survived for Razork to get down there, but...
Showing on bot wave, does have TP. Razork and Jun on their way as well, but they were spotted on this ward that's just by the blue. There's a TP ward behind as Oscar Winning comes in to join the fight. The tower will fall first. Jun gonna depth charge away. Glacial Prison went a mile wide. There's the damage coming out as well as Targamas dashes forward. Magnet Storm to catch out Targa. Oscar distracting Carmine Core as Targa went a little bit too deep. Oscar in it now. In from the side, it's Fnatic getting to open up. Noah dashing forward. The Star Search not enough. Upset has to dash the wall, and already 3 kills over to Fnatic. Another TP from Humanoid as he looks to cut off the escape. It's all an upset, but he can't find anything. Caught in a dredge line and like a fish in a trap. He is shut out by Fnatic. Where in the initial moment, it looks like Humanoid is doing too much to try and defend that tower. But you cheat tempo. You cheat your turn by teleporting behind the opposition and allowing that quick move for Oscar Winning, which then shut Carmine Core out of the battle. Bo will fall as well. He's locked up on his Gromp. And on Gromp now has the sweeper, and by pushing the Rift through mid, they get the prio mid, which means he can now join up with his team, connect with them. The hook goes in, Oscar in looking for the flank here as well as Cabasar pots the Dominus. He's on a control ward. Shockwave hits on 2, Target with the Glacial Fissure as well, but Noah's already dominating. Cabasar going in with Ulysses Predator, and Humanoid's gonna fall. Cabba's already got one as well with Jun going down. Razzle with the permafrost will be stunned up. Bo on the front line, but it's all on Noah and Oscar now as Upset has to dash and dance his way around the fight. Saken going in with the Astral Flight as Razzle, Oscar and Noah are on the retreat. Upset and the rest of Carmine Core can keep them at bay. They had the better health bars. They had more, and if they could have turned for the Dragon, if they had that smite, they would have gone for it, but there was always the risk of Razzle just littered with Carmine Core wards, and they'll clear a few of them out at least. Mid lane tower is going to fall though. Carmine Core getting their 3rd of the game. For KC, that's how quickly Upset can move between the lanes. TP a possibility here behind as Jun tries to clear out the control ward, but look at this, Noah's already down to half HP. Targum's coming in with the Glacial Fissure as well. Oscar in and shut down. Good collapse from KC. Razork, Glacial Prison. That's the next Smithy if I've ever seen one, but Razork, the Magnet Storm will only buy him a second as he is.
Humanoid here. Watch, he's trying to push in mid. So the quick collapse by Carmine Corp and the damage by moving that bit too far forward just sets things. Saken can just easily clear it this wave. You can see Oscar Innings going in. Targamas is here though to try and answer for this. Wave will die on top, whereas you Baron creeped waves on bot side. So this is actually a bit of a mistake from Fnatic. Carmine Corp should just keep pushing.
Shockwave on Saken, he was a little bit too far forward. Has to burn the flash. Carmine Corp could have kept pushing as you... We've only got 3 members here right now. Saken's on his way as well. There's a double TP invested. They want to try and fight for this. Dragon down to 2,000. Smite secured by Bo. Jun going in with the hook. Cabashard with the Dominus. Oscar on the flank though. The Magnet Storm finds 2. Saken has no flash. He'll bring down the skies, but is it enough? As Upset untouched on the backline. Able to get 2 so far as Noah. It's falling lower. It's only 1, but Noah might be next on the menu. Upset takes him. 1,000 gold in his back pocket. There's the triple. He's looking for more. We thought Smolder was the Penta Master, but Upset might be looking for one on Zeri again. The old tunes are the best, it seems. Targamas has to dash the wall. Humanoid flashing forward. Shockwave on target. He'll go down. And Fnatic are able to find one in response. Saken already fell earlier in the fight. Bo able to dash away. Oscar still on the chase with the World Ender here, and Bo doesn't really have a hope in hell of surviving in the...
I mean, Saken separated from his team.
Bo with the sweeper. Doesn't spot it yet. Where's the vision? Targamas needs to get over here. He's the only guy with the wards that they've got. The control ward now goes into the pit. Targamas stepping forward, 3,000 on the Baron. Oscar winning, keeping Bo at bay. Bo jumps in, but the secure from Razork is sublime. Razork now diving into the backline, Noah there as well. Upset already locked up and the shutdown comes out. And I said it, if Upset dies first, I think the fight might be over, and I think it already is. Noah flashing forward for a triple, could have given him the Penta, he doesn't get it in the end. Jun and Oscar rounded out a full house for Fnatic.
Carmine Corp greeted Forsaken on the wave. They move him up the top side to try and be the one that's going to be in a position to go for it, but it means that he ends up separated from the team. Oscar does a great job of making sure he can't get into the fight, and as you say then, the one damage dealer is Upset. They target him down beautifully, and that could be the game for Fnatic.
Might just be game. Jun dives to a tower as Oscar and Razork and Noah are now pushing in. How long have we got? 12 seconds on Targamas. It could just be over. Noah taking down these Nexus towers incredibly quickly, and it was close until it wasn't. Fnatic rounding it out with a solid 2-0 on the week.
Nicely done from Fnatic, and again, like, solid. You'll lose out on a little bit of push, but maybe you're still just happy to say, hey, we'll have so much control on sidelines, but all right, doesn't look like it at the moment, but was an option there. But yeah, Niski going to go back towards the Orianna, going to be a big enough advantage that we bypass not having an engaged supporter, or a tanky supporter, a support that at least brings a bit more to the table. So, and even the fact that we Dragon in the grand scheme of things, first Dragon Press care, like, I don't really care as Dragon X, right? But if you end up not sending X-Kick and DOS to this top side, all right, cool, we will take the full tower and we will start to explode.
Peach caught out here, Magnet Storm going down. Doesn't even have time to flash with the depth charge. First blood over to SK Peach, just a little bit too greedy with his positioning. Anyway, the tower in the bot lane, the first target here. Enchanted Crystal Arrow on Dosh. Cleanse immediately from Exekick as he gets away from the Glacial Prison. TP behind as Patrick burns the heal. Isma looking for the engage. Fate's call out. Irrelevant knocked back by the cast from Odo Omne. But Patrick is locked out by the Renekton. And Peach next up on the menu. Imagine if he still had his flash, but he died, and maybe he'll rise again in a few moments' time. 20 seconds before Peach is back on the map.
Very difficult to try and escape.
It's also, you're trying to kill a Nautilus with Aftershock under a tower. Like, the guy has CC and it's tanky. It just feels like a step too far, a cheat from Giant X as Isma caught out with the Arctic Assault here. The spear's going in, tries to get the stun, can't quite land it as Patrick dances to the side. Good hook though, into the shockwave, landing on 3. Patrick gets a kill, but he might pay for it with his life as Exakick takes him down. Peach next up as SK get 2. Enchanted Crystal Arrow from Ignar, but Exakick on the chase, and he will manage to help Niski secure it. In the end, another good trade for SK. 3 for 2. Odo's going to get some damage on this bot lane turret. It's the first tower to fall. Going opportunity first as well. He was just that little bit of extra movement speed, but not as strong as it once was. As Jackie splashes in, Niski no flash. Shockwave available. Does get the pull back, but Jackie's still chasing forward here, and Niski will be shut out of the fight by Jackie's. Peach now caught out once again. It's rotten to the core, that Peach, it seems, this game.
Top end.
Oh, Hex Flash. Hex Flash hook. Hex Flash hook. Oh. Just
not quite, but Jackie's going to get top tower. And the fact, oh, hang on, no, Isma should be fine. But the fact that you're getting the pressure here for Giant X in mid as well, because you when it comes to these fights.
Once that alteration will spot out the Dragon's HP. Spears being stacked into it. Isma looking for the engage on Peach, finds it once again. And Peach has to dash away, and now in the middle of the pit, the rest of Giant X are left to the wolves. Another hook comes in from DOS. There's the AD carry support duo killed off, and the Dragon secured by SK.
And a great example of the downside of taking an Ashe is that...
Getting caught out. And it doesn't matter what sort of prophet you are. I'm not sure these writings are really coming up trumps for Giant X. Patrick trying to do what he can towards the side here. Isma locked up. Odo now the next target for SK as he falls, and the chase continues. Peach has to use the Mega Blast cone
up here. Like, you try and take the scrap. Patrick is clearing out a wave in mid lane. He's not able to get in a position to follow up, and SK are just, ooh, maybe actually going to get caught here.
Doesn't have the flash. No Glacial Prism for Peach either. Irrelevant now on the chase. Command Dissonance for the speed up. Peach could be stunned up. Ignar pathing towards the wrong side of the rift. I'm sorry, mate. There be monsters. As SK.
The only way that Giant X get back into this is long range Ignar ult into, hey, we're going to find a pick, make things uncomfortable, because he's able to deal with much more of this pressure. And I think this is a good call from Giant X. They realize, look, we can't really contest with Dragon in position, and Niski's gone.
Niski is locked out, but Ignar falling low as well. Down towards the bottom side, he was caught out. Irrelevant now TPing in, trying to bolster up the defenses on this tower. Jackie's just trying to take the turret underneath Irrelevant's nose, and they'll get it. DOS dashing in with the depth charge and the flash. Peach flashing away as well, but he's caught with a hail of arrows. Jackie's next up for SK as Irrelevant gets the shutdown. Ignar and Patrick unable to join up with their team, but all their summoners to escape, but DOS will not give Odo the same luxury. Dredgeline hits, and Odo goes under.
So the idea is nice from Giant X. It's, hey, we can't really fight this dragon because immediately rotate all members up. Now Niski,
yeah, he's going to spot out Ignar and Patrick. Ignar has the Edge of Night. Patrick trying to step back into him. No ultimates available for the Giant X bot lane. It was a call from Giant X to go for the dragon because they knew SK were on the Baron, but Niski's TP down there means that they do not get any objectives out of the trade. SK now with a 4,000 gold lead.
Always going to be able to turn around this play, right? You needed to spot the fact that SK were on the dragon before you committed to it, and at this stage you're already
2.5 items on the Renekton. 404 as well has had a quietly very impressive performance.
If you don't spot Ignar, it makes it very difficult for SK to really commit into this any sort of 1-3-1 or be separated the map. You need to have a lot of information. Odo just doing a nice job of kind of abusing that at the moment and saying, hey, you're only playing off 2 waves. Cool. We'll just try and trade tier 2 for tier 2.
But it might be 2 tier 2s for 1 tier 2 as Niski bolstering up this cannon minion means that this tower will fall in the mid lane. So it's 3 towers in exchange for 1 in terms of trades on this Baron.
SK just want to try and shove in as many waves as possible,
oh,
mid and boss. And
oh, Peach. Flashes away. Irrelevant though. Can look for a bit more of a chase. Isma's on his way as well, and once again it's Peach being a little bit too greedy. There's the arrow onto Isma. Jackie's now caught out as he tries to save his jungler and pays for it with his life. Well, that was a Peach of a situation there.
Speed up, they won't even get to it, which is just going to be, it's going to be an awful day all around, you know?
Jackie's up in 9 seconds. Irrelevant is showing top to push out that wave, so there is a tiny window of opportunity here as Isma looks for the engage. TP in by Irrelevant. They know Jackie's has only just spawned. He's coming back out with already. Odo Wamne's down, so what was a possible 5v4 in favor of Giant X immediately becomes a 5v4 on SK's side as they manage to use that TP in to kill off the enemy top.
And even Peach, they just have not been able to play the map well enough to concretely put that victory.
Yeah, Patrick's a full item behind now on AD carry, right? Giant X are behind, but also partly because
composition.
Compositionally and we just haven't seen the proactivity from Giant X that we are seeing from SK as he goes in. Odo Omne, though, able to catch out. Extra kick on the backside, has to pop the stopwatch. Ignar and Patrick now can open up, and we say maybe SK will misplay. Well, perhaps they do as the Fates call pulls back Ignar. Peach on the front line. Ignar going back in. Dos with the hook. Tanked up by Ignar. Has the barrier, has the heal. Now we see, though, Patrick's the one who goes too far forward. Does SK get another? Although Isma died off first, SK still have come out on top.
I mean, Odo, we salute you. That was definitely a well-earned try, but there was just nothing that you could do. Nearly gets Extra Kick, but Extra Kick's playing poke fire, so he just continues to hit you from a mile away.
Seconds time. Odo Omne still has the cask. SK setting up in this bush, and they use the Mega Blast Cone to try and get in. Isma does have the Magnet Storm. Odo Omne looking for the knockback as Isma steps on the front line, and Odo Omne is just gobbled. Eaten alive by SK. 18 kills to 5, an 8,000 gold lead, and Baron next up.
Yeah, and Odo was kind of the only one that was a threat there to SK. If you end up with a big barrel...
I think the problem is you see the win con, right? They had Patrick and Ignar ahead in this game. They were winning through the bot lane. They moved them up to the top side well. They stayed around. They got all of this early gold, and then it just all collapsed. Isma finding an engage as well as Patrick's locked up and shut out with a Shockwave, Magnet Storm combination. Not really much he can do. Irrelevant pushing through the mid lane. Even yesterday, they had the win con of Smolder, and they just weren't able to find it. Weren't able to actualize on it. Double inhibitor's going to go down as Dos looks for another dredge line. Depth charge as well onto Odo Omne. He falls down to a 3rd HP. Inhibitor in the mid lane still standing as Irrelevant decided instead to come over here and bolster up his team. Glacial Prism hits onto the backline, but there's no follow-up. Jackie's trying to do what he can from range. Ignar doing the same. One Nexus Tower falls. Teleport out by Niski into the teleport in by Niski. It was a recall into TP. Mid lane inhibitor goes down. Irrelevant looking for Odo Omne. Glacial Prison not available for Peach. Explosive cask a possibility, but it's all done. But that Nexus going down now as Giant X are just locked up in place. SK will get their first win of the split in convincing fashion.
Yeah, I mean, it was only a matter of time, but SK were able to pick it up at the end of the day. I mean, look, as he's...
Okay, so does the Jace keel it over for you to G2, or do you still think Mad Lions has a better draft if the hands diff is there for them?
Has fallen down to about half HP, as has Caps. A gank possibility. Yike running in. Caps with the root. There's the stun! And Frescowi will fall for first blood. G2 on the board.
Nicely
taken by Yike, and with the smite should be able to secure it. Super and Alvo now waiting around the corner, but Yike able to get his blue. Is a camp behind. The Scuttle Crab will fall. Good knockback there with the fire kick as Hans Summer pops the ghost. Look for more of an invade. Alvaro going in. Mickey flashes the wall, and Alvaro falls. Elioya now needs to get the hell out of here. He has the flash, but can he get out? Red buff and blue buff, healing him up just a little bit, that red at least, and he does collapsing. Now realizing maybe we can't take this. Frescowi needs to back, so G2 will get the first Drake of the game.
Yeah, getting the flash out from BB is pretty nice here. You're just sticking around to make sure the Mirren can be a pain as they try and push in this wave. Super going to take a little bit of damage on the way out.
Summer's going to do a lot of work here. Living Artillery coming out as well. Alvaro looking for the engage. Flashes onto Hans Summer, but one more Living Artillery will be enough. The cow goes down. How now will he fall as Broken Blade dies in the top lane? Yike and BB look for a little bit more. Broken Blade caught out. That flash influential, as you say. Caps looking for Frescowi. Pop Blossom catches him out. Down to about half the Tangle Barbs as well. Shockwave will bring Caps back, and Frescowi actually wins this auto attack trade. Clockwork
One himself starting to push in, has Mickey and Caps here. Needs Hans Summer to come across to guarantee they've got the numbers advantage, but they may even just look for the dive and say, screw red buff. This Dragon's alone.
Flash over the wall. Mom called. Cannon Minion still standing though for the moment as Super might be locked up in a second. Caps takes him. Hans Summer did all the work, and Caps reaps the rewards. There's another tower plate as well as the G2 bot lane begins to open up. 200 gold bounty already sitting on the head of the Cogmore. The Meteor obviously mitigating some of that healing loss from not going the Blade of the Ruin King first. As Frescowi now caught. Pop Blossom will catch him towards the side as well. Daisy doing everything she can to even out the playing field as Yike can just jump across this wall in a second, but with Mickey on the way, Cozy campfire enough to heal up. Yike, Alvaro gets in, but the ultra mega fire kick stops him in his tracks. Caps flashing the wall. G2 though aren't going to make the same mistake that Mad did earlier on. They'll back away. They accept that they can't fight this Drake. They didn't have Prio in mid.
He's on the map as well, so it does get very difficult. Mirwin.
He goes back in, but Hans Summer has reinforcements. Mirwin with the all-out Magna Storm, unstoppable with the Pathmaker. Hans Summer falling low, but Mirwin falling lower as Hans Summer goes on a killing spree. You can see what was in the mind of Mirwin. Thought it's an actual ward. There is an opportunity for Mirwin to TP in behind. It is a fast out automation. So can't TP to
It's all though for Hansama.
Yeah,
It's going to be a bit annoying.
Also for Caps.
True.
It's-
For MDK. But,
Caps is just the least
yeah, I was gonna
subtle.
say,
Say, oh, I wonder if this minion was actually able to come from that bush.
Item breakpoint for Super before we really have to fight, because if you can get towards like Spear Shojin as well, you're in a good spot, but G2 don't really want to let him get there.
Super's needed to flash that. The Magna Storm comes out. Super's locked up. Yeah, okay. Okay, Super. That was greedy not to flash early. The thing is, like, if you do flash Yike Broken Blade, Caps resetting, he can teleport in as well, but G2 don't have as much vision around here as they would like. In fact, they have none apart from that control ward in the mid lane bush. That's where Caps is going to TP. Mickey falling low, Cozy Campfire going out as Mirwin keeps Yike up towards the top side of the battle. Pulls him back with the Intopus for Scowie and Alvaro forced up away from the fight, and now the collapse beginning from the rest of G2. Mirwin pops the Ghost, has no flash, and is now on the wrong side of the rift. For any more battles with his teammates, G2 will collapse on him. Mirwin just trying to clear out the wave. Locked up by G2, and it's 8-1 the score.
Again, just nice little picks come through for G2. They get Super, now they get Mirren, which nets them top tower, and this is where it's going to start to get difficult. 45 seconds until Dragon. You immediately get top tower reset here for G2 and go for it, but actually going to caught Mickey.
Root Caller going down. Alvaro going in as well with the Root Caller, and Mom is there for the kill. Super gets it with his ultimate. Importantly, G2 did burn double teleport to make that Baron play happen. They're Dragon up in 25 seconds or so. And with Mickey getting caught out, MDK have a bit of a window as Super flashes forward and just shuts down Hansama. Now Hansama has a little bit more movement speed in the Acadian Surprise. Won't be able to get the counter kill. Broken Blade trading on the top side with Yike here, but Alvaro's on his way and the TP comes in. And now G2 are the ones outnumbered and MDK have roared into life. Broken Blade forced down towards the bottom. Yike trading with Mirwin. Yike should fall in that battle. Broken Blade should go down as well as Alvaro and Elioya slowly work their way through him. Yike tries to dash away. Mirwin still on the chase with the Pathmaker, but doesn't have the Q3. There it is. Locks him up, and Mirwin takes it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Super flapping his way away from Caps. Can he dodge? He can't. Caps takes him out.
It's so messy all over the place. Nice job from Super. Again, Spear able to reposition as well. Alvaro just standing in front of a lot of people, blocking the damage that BB is trying to churn out. And then Mirwin having that TP.
Jungle camp or something, or if we have a cannon wave coming in, which we should, getting over towards the 25-minute mark. Caps takes the tower in the like 2 minutes, and then everything's kind of calmed down again. Daisy used in the mid lane here. That tower has backdoor defenses and the TP behind us. Caps will look for this. Has that Pop Blossom. Yike looking for the engage as well as Mirwin's on the front line. The Scowie forced off towards the top side of the fight. Hansama has a wall between him. Caps. Alvaro can just collapse on him, but Caps flashes away. The flap as well means Super's out of the fight. Elioya has the redemption to heal him up for Scowie on the back line, but Mirwin there as well. Caps falling lower, but Super can't quite get the final bit of damage down. Hansama knocked into the middle of the team, but there's the Magna Storm, and now Super has to deal with the Cogmore on his face, and he just can't do it. But Scowie will fall afterwards, and what a perfect fight from G2. MDK threw everything they could at it, the kitchen sink to boot, but at G2 in the end, come out all 5 players alive.
Both teams trying desperately to get onto the enemy AD carry, but with his dying breath, Alvaro thought maybe he'd secured it, but Yike, just like an angel over the wings of Hansama, keeping him safe, and now just like that, game's over.
It's just over. G2 just roared through the base, ripped through it, and straight down the mid lane. They will look for the Nexus. Alvaro and Elioya trying to defend, but they can't do anything against all 5 members of G2, who go 2-0 on the week.
Hansama and Mickey, the fact that they got that early lead over Super and Alvaro was massive in this game. The Kog'Maw coming on significant.